Uh, hey everybody, channel update. I just wanted to come on and not rant, no gimmicks, no stage performance, no ranting, no saying, hey, EOS guy is garbage. Yeah, none of that, none of that right now. So if you guys, are people that, don't care about the positivity and just like to hear me bitch all the time, you can get off. I wanted to say something. I always said I wanted to do like motivational speeches to like motivate people, especially since I personally believe that there are more people out there that have the skills to content create, and I feel like I have the passion to like tell people that you could probably do it. And the reason why I say probably is because there are some people that just can't, right? Like me, I'm trying. I could be miserably terrible at it, But right now, what's motivating me is that I at least have like 49 to 50 subscribers. I'm actually motivated by that, because, and you're probably wondering, well, Brian, how are you motivated at that? That's not really a lot. And well, I'm a really, I try to be positive, like off screen. I try to be very positive with people, right? Like even people I disagree with, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm not a complete asshole off screen. If you guys know this, I actually personally believe that there are people online, the way they are online sometimes are not how they are in real life. I personally believe that. Like, because there are people online, like, the reason why they're online, and most people on Twitter are on there to complain. They're not usually complainers, but Twitter is a place to complain. And a lot of the internet is a place to complain. And me ranting, it's not always complaining. Sometimes it's me talking shit. I like talking shit sometimes. But I just wanted to say, I do not know the future right now. Don't worry. Whoever watches and whoever's like at least a little bit of a fan, I'm not going to be gone forever. I might not even be gone at all. I just don't know the way of what's going to happen in the future. It's kind of blurry to me. I'm doing everything I can to do what I need to do to stay where I'm at right now. I'm not asking for donations. I'm not even asking people like, hey, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm not asking for any of that. Genuinely, I just want to motivate some people to get into content creation if you feel like you have the skill. Like, there's some people out there that say, you need this type of equipment. You need that type of equipment. To be all honest, you just gotta be likable. Or unlikable. I mean, it's more risky if you're unlikable, because, future endeavors. But, you just got to be entertaining, right? People see entertainment. They want to be entertained. And I know it's a little rough sometimes because there are some people with 9-second attention spans. And I know sometimes it's rough because when you're either making a short or a long-term video, you want someone to stay enough to where they get interested. But some people say, oh, the first 6 seconds or the first 1 second was not interesting, so skip, So I know it's hard. I know it's hard sometimes. But just keep going. You see other YouTubers, content creators give up on the first try. Some of the most successful ones did it for years and didn't get anything until they blew up, So I just wanted to, give a little bit of motivation out there. You can do it. If you have charisma, a good personality, stories, something to give somebody. Well, and of course be genuine, because obviously, as we're seeing nowadays, we're seeing more and more content creators being fake as fuck. And people are not liking that so much. So if you plan on showing people a fake side of you, just if you do, make sure they know it's a gimmick, or at least make sure they can see the cracks and don't really think you're an asshole, because kind of like me right now, I like to get along with a lot of people. I'm not the biggest fan of confrontation, even though, I don't care about getting my hands dirty, if someone threatens me, but anyway, just, be entertaining. Show yourself, and I know it's not YouTube anymore, right? Where just be yourself. You do got to put some effort into it. And even if it's not gaming, because you don't have a gaming setup, right here, I am using my phone right now. It might not be that successful, but I'm trying it out. It's better to try than to not do it at all, because I might fail. I might not be noticed at all. I might not even go viral at all. But I like to try to put a little bit of humor in my videos. Sometimes anger in my videos, rants. Sometimes I even do 2K entrances because I feel like it, Sometimes I talk about games and, people in games that I like. And if you've been keeping up with me, or if you've noticed me in the past, sometimes I go to other people's chats and just write funny comments. They're not quite negative comments all the time. Sometimes they are, but most of the time I try to put humor into my comments. What some people don't understand is that when you are content creating, you kind of have to sell yourself. You have to sell yourself, and sometimes that can be hard because people can take one look at you. Like for me, for example, I haven't shaved yet. Right now, I gotta go take a shower after I'm done with this, right? I look disgusting. Some people might not like that. They'll get off. There are different people in the world are gonna look at you, and it might not be right, but they are gonna judge you. But that is kind of the thing with either entertainment, content creation, or kind of like when I watch professional wrestling. I think people are idiots for looking at someone's body and being like, they don't look that fit, or they look fat, or they look ugly. It's like, bro, you are a WWE fan, which some fans are great, some fans are not. But there are stereotypical fans that are way more overweight than that woman or than that man, and they can't get into the ring. Like me, I do not talk shit about a wrestler's ability that much, unless if they are too cocky and people like somebody a lot in the business, but then they're salty being like they shouldn't be that famous. It's like, but it's working. People like them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be on screen. Or even if they are on screen and maybe they're, getting a little too much traction with the back instead of the fans, if the fans don't like it, they're not going to work with it. At the end of the day, in content creation, in entertainment, at the end of the day, the fans win, or the audience wins. And of course, you are going to get a lot of people that like you. You are going to get some people that hate you. Some people are going to spin something and say, this guy did this. Ignore it. Until it is a big thing to where it is ruining your life, ignore it. They know nothing about you. Some people get scared. It's like, I'm going to get canceled. Not if you don't let them. Not if you don't let them. if they have no proof to the contrary of what you did, of what you said, and if they edit things and if they twist things, or they make one short out of it and take it out of context, they didn't see the whole video. Some people don't see the whole video before judging somebody. They take stuff out of context. Like there's a lot of times, like I just made, like, it's not really a collab because, like, you know, he doesn't know, but, like, you know, I gave him credit in the video. Like, there are some people that say Small Afro or Jerron. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to butcher that name. I'm not trying to be white as fuck. But like, it's like, he's woke. It's like, why? Because he has a couple of progressive thoughts. He has a couple of progressive beliefs. I mean, to be honest, a lot of times he jokes about wokeness. To be honest, like, sometimes he has woke jokes, and they're funny. And sometimes, you know, sometimes they'll even kid with it. And then people say that he's woke because he has certain beliefs that people don't agree with, you know? Or sometimes, like, the controversial figures, I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. The reason why I might say I don't like somebody, but I have never tried to take a snippet of a video that someone else did and put it in my video and be like, this is proof that they're a bad person. Like, for example, other people will, and I'm advocating for them, okay? I'm not advocating for what they've done in the past. Sometimes they have done bad stuff, but they have apologized for it, and sometimes it's a little genuine, you know? But like Tectone, he can be an asshole. Yeah, he can be an asshole, but guess what? I'm kind of an asshole too. I love fucking with people. I always tell people, if I'm not fucking with you, if I'm not irritating you, if I'm not right here antagonizing you, I don't like you. Because usually if I don't like you, like, I either have malice intent in my eyes if I don't like you, or I just don't talk about you at all, or I talk about you minimally. You know, or I just completely ignore it. Like, I don't give people I don't like my energy that much. And I know that kind of is like a contradiction, because there was a couple of times where I have made videos about Hasanabi. But in all reality, I'm really not going to get into that beef, bro. Because listen. I personally don't like him. His beliefs are very radicalized. But I can't tell other people not to like him, because I've only seen snippets from other people's videos, and I haven't seen any proof to really get into it. I've heard stories, I've seen snippets online. I'm not saying he's a good person. Me personally, I think he's a bastard. Me personally, I'm not saying I know him personally, because obviously I've only just now got into the creation shit, right? But in my opinion, I have seen no proof that Tectone is a bad person. He's a jackass. He's an asshole. He picks on people. Yeah. But like, sometimes people like me, I'm like, if I'm not picking on you, I don't like you. Like, I pick on my homies all the time. I got a couple of friends that I pick on all the time. He's like, you're a fucking asshole. I'm like, I know. But that's why we're homies. I'm sorry. And then, like, even Asmongold, how is it that people say he's the same person as Hasanabi? But in all reality, like, yeah, he said some fucked up shit. Sometimes he's chronically online. Dude, we're all chronically online sometimes. Sometimes that gets the best of ourselves. And there are way more people on Twitter that say stupider shit. You got him saying people are inferior, and he apologizes for it, right? But then there's other people literally saying a race of people or a certain religion should go kill themselves. How is that any better? How is that any better? You know, so people are going to love you, people are going to hate you. The one thing that I do have to say, don't use your platform for malice intent. I don't want people to dox anybody. I don't want people to go to other people's YouTube channels and be like, hey, you know what? Do something bad to them. No. Actually, I am an advocate for leaving people the fuck alone. I can criticize people. I can tell people I don't like them. But I am not a person that says go dox somebody. I am not the type of person that says if I don't like someone, you don't like them either. Like, no. Dude, like an entertainment standpoint. In an entertainment standpoint, like, I believe that most of all. Sometimes my friend, Shane, says, well, why don't you like the person that I like in professional wrestling? I'm like, because I don't like them. They're not entertaining to me. Personally, I got nothing against them. I don't know what they're like in real life. But like professionally, I'm not interested. And there's some times where he's like, this is kind of a joke too, because me personally, I do like EO a little bit. I just like fucking with her. I'm sorry, I like fucking with her. She probably doesn't care, doesn't look at these videos. Actually, I don't think at all. Not even likely, not even 99%. It's like a small percent chance. But like, I don't know. I like fucking with her. I like fucking with her fans. I don't know. Just a jackass all the time. But yeah, so like I said, people that want to get into content creation and haven't, remember, you doing your first video is already 10 steps ahead from people that haven't done shit. Don't be that person. If you want to get into it, try it. All I have is a phone. It's hard. I know, it's hard. It's hard for me. I'm barely getting noticed, right? But I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep going. The algorithm likes you the more you're consistent, and I haven't been consistent in a couple days. I'm sorry for anybody that's subscribed, right? All I say is don't be fake. Treat people the way they want to be treated. And if you don't like somebody, great, right? You can critique them. You can say you don't like them. Heck, like even those slop tubers are sometimes in the right because they're just critiquing people that they don't like. I don't think slop tubers are all that bad. Sometimes they're negative as fuck, but so am I. I'm a ranting channel. A ranting WWE channel, mostly. I feel like that's what mostly gets the views. I tried to be a variety channel, like even with gaming, and you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it gets views, depending on what it is, but like, a lot of times if it's not WWE, it doesn't work that well, so I think the majority of my stuff is probably going to be like WWE content because that's pretty much what works. Obviously, that's like the audience that I get. So yeah, like I said, get into it. Do something. Don't just sit there and say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Because the more you say you are going to do it, but then you don't do it, that's still one video that you just haven't made yet. Do it with your phone. Listen, I might not have a place to live at a certain point, and I might have to get off at some point and, you know, have to come back, and I might have to redo all this shit. Like, I'm not going to get banned or anything, you know, but at the same time, like, I'm going to have to probably redo all this shit because who knows? Maybe my subscribers will be like, okay, you're going, unsubscribe. Like, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But just don't give up. Don't give up. If you want to do content creation, give it your best. Be entertaining. Trust me, that's a big thing. Be entertaining. Don't be too loud, but like, you know, speak clearly. Speak clearly like I am. I might have a fucked up, speaker, but then speak a little louder, you know? At some point, I really wanted to do skits, like small skits on shorts, instead of just ranting at other people's skits. I want to do my own. But right now, I'm not sure if I could do that. I can't think because, I don't know. All I have to say is, all it takes is one video. And who knows? Even that first video could blow up. It might not. Mine didn't. Barely any of mine does. Actually, the most views that I get are on shorts. And guess what? They're probably not even consistent. They're probably just scrolling. Right? So just remember, people. Give it a try. Give it a try. Doing it once and doing it twice, eventually you're going to get into the routine. And then eventually you are going to get confident enough to where you can start doing it. Like now, I've been more clear. You can see in like my newer videos, I've been less nervous. More sweaty, but less nervous. The more you do it, the more you'll get used to it. And the more people will think you are consistent and actually like, hey, he's probably going to stay around for a while. Or you might get haters and be like, I'll subscribe to him. I'm subscribing to him to hate watch him. Like you get anybody, Don't look at the comments. And if you do, don't take them seriously. People have to remember, there's a lot of people in this world. Everybody can get on the internet. Anybody. Good people, bad people, people that just want to talk shit to you. People that talk shit, but then like, oh no, I'm just fucking with you. There's trolls. There's people that literally hate your guts. There's people that want to hurt you. They're going to try to bring you down. Don't look at that shit. Don't look at that shit. I barely look at my comments. But when I do, like, I'm like, okay. Like, earlier I was saying first try, right? This is my first try. I don't know what that means, but like, hopefully, that's a good thing. Hopefully, the first try people are coming in. I accept everybody. I accept everybody. If you want to get angry with me, go ahead. If you want to get mad at me, fuck you, but join up. If you like the content that I have, if you want to critique it and be like, you know what, you could do a little better. Do a little better. But like if you do critique it, like tell me what to do better. Sometimes I look stuff up and try to do different things here and there. I'm doing it slowly, but join up. I don't care who you are. You can be a lover. You can be a hater. You want to knock my block off. You can be like me and be a fan of Oscar. You could say fuck you. Why are you calling yourself the Io Sky bigot? You bigot. Asshole. She's great. Fucker. You can do that. You could not even be a wrestling fan, but like if you like my content, or you can be a wrestling fan, and if it's just not your thing, I don't care. I'm doing something that I want to do. And sometimes it's not even for the algorithm, and maybe that might bite me in the ass. But I'm still doing what I want to do for entertainment. For people to come here and be entertained. Most of the time it's rants. So maybe when people come, they're probably as ornery as me. Or maybe they're like me with other people and they like antagonizing people. Who knows? But like I said, people, just try it out. If you're watching this, if you like my information, like I said, I was trying to be supportive, Give it a like. Give it a subscribe. Join. I'll try to figure out, what I can do to post more even when it's complicated. I'm really trying to be consistent, but like right now, Yeah, it's kind of hard. So I'm not gonna bitch. Like I said, I'm not asking for donations. I'm not asking for a subscription. I want to earn your subscription. I don't want to say subscribe because you're a bigot if you're not. No. Like, I want to earn your subscription. Things that are earned are more precious than if you force them. It's kind of like buying something, right? It's better when you buy something on a deal than being like, oh my God, when is it going to be off? When is it going to be off? I need to purchase it now. It feels shitty because you're feeling rushed. You're feeling like, did I actually want this? Oh yeah, for any of you 2K people out there, that's exactly how it is with Persona cards. That's why I quit getting Persona cards. I only get them when they're free, when they're in the world tour mode, or when I can get them without purchasing them. Because I realized after the first time I did it, I did it only once. Only did it once. I got that like pixelated Asuka. I was like, oh, that's cool. And yeah, you can say in the comments, oh, it's you fucking simp. It's like, well, first of all, I like her. I don't care. Say whatever you want to say. Second, she was like the cheapest out of the pixelated people. I'm not sure if that's good for me or disrespectful to her, but like, she was the cheapest. Xavier Woods was a little pricey. Roman Reigns, pixelated dude, was like, but like, I got her. I paid like paid money for it. And the other day I was like, well, I like her, but like, she's already in the game. Why did I need a demastered version? Like yeah, PS2, right? You know, looks like a PS2 character, which is great. I am a PS2 guy. I love the PS2 games, but like I'm like just now I feel empty because I lost my money and I realized that was stupid. That was a while ago, by the way. Now I'm like, you know what? If I don't get the Persona cards, I'll either try to get them for free in the World Tour mode, or like fucking. Or like fucking like just get them in community creations when they get modded in and try to download them before they get delisted because 2K is like, hey, is that a Persona card? Is that our credit? No, you don't get it for free. Alright? You don't get it for free. You pay $50 for one card or you don't get it at all. Bro, you ever realize that? You ever realize that? Like, they're so expensive. So fucking expensive, man. So alright, see if this is right, okay? You get the season pass, alright? You get $120 something for like the whole season pass, right? And I know it's a little controversial with like, you know, the secret DLC being outside of the season pass. I don't know. Like I usually don't mind it because it's only $9. And they give you a couple of extra things that are like beneficial. And if they don't give you characters, they'll at least give you some good BC with one character. You know, like they'll give you a lot, so like you can at least get Persona cards with that secret character. Like it's fine. You know, they're giving you something out of it. But like those Persona cards are so scummy, man. And I've said this a couple of times with my friends. I've even said this a couple of times in the videos. Like you get a DLC. From the DLC section, like from the store, right? They're like $5 to like $9. But you're getting like fucking 5 or 6 characters. Right? It's great. Like, but then you go to the Persona cards. It's like $20, $30, $50 for one Persona card. It's just one character. And it's not even that. It's just a reskin. Wouldn't you think reskins would be less expensive than actual characters? Like, I would see why actual, like, new characters would be more expensive. But, like, no, it's the reskins that are expensive. It's like, I'm done with these cosmetics, bro. I'll just go into community creations and make the Tenmu version of that character. It's like, hey, that's not Hugger Bailey. It's like, no, it's Damage Control Bailey in Hugger Bailey's outfit. I had to work with what I had to work with, fuckhead. Is that Clown Asuka in 2015 Asuka's clothing? It's like, yeah, I had to make it at home. Can't, you know. Hey, but, you know, she's 99 overall, which how she should have been in 2015 because of her undefeated streak. But, you know, it's not the same thing, but, you know, I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for a reskin. Why don't they just put in the community creations where like, you know, they have the template of the face, right? And they have like the template of the body. Of course, they have to be clothed, you know. Calm down, people. Fuck you, you know. Not that dirty-minded, but like, you could actually like change the style of their hair, change makeup, you know. Because it's like they have different attires, but like I get it, they don't do that because that's not profitable. 2K wants profit over you liking it. Like, oh, there's a couple of times where like even Xavier Woods gets mad. He's like, you know, sometimes like we tell them, you know, what we want in the game, and it's like, you gotta pay for it. It's like, yeah, true, Xavier, true. Black Machismo was better than you anyway, but like, yeah, true. See, I'm talking to shit to people I even like. I'm starting beef with like fucking Austin Creed saying Black Machismo was better than him. Weren't they in like a tag team, like in TNA or something? I don't know. I just wanted to like, you know, break the ice or some shit. But like, yeah, it's like they're just reskins that are more expensive than the actual DLC packs. Like Penta is a full-fledged new character, and he's in a pack with other new-fledged full characters, and they're less expensive than one reskin. And they're a little generous, a little bit, when you go to the next game, because it's like, oh, well, in 2K24, you need to get Becky Lynch 15, you know, in a Persona card. Well, now you can get her in the story, which is fantastic. That's great. But then there's other people that were in that game that were also Persona cards that are still Persona cards. It's like, fuckers, like... Like, what about CM Punk? Well, how is it that when I paid for 2010 CM Punk in the last game, but now in the new game, oh, he's still a Persona card, pay for it. It's like, I already paid for it. Why can't you, like, move what you got into, like, the new game, or, like, something to, like, not be so scummy? No, so like that's why I don't deal with Persona cards. But yeah, that was just a little bit of a rant mixed with like, you know, some support. Remember, I got off track. I don't like Persona cards. You shouldn't either. Just get the DLCs. Leave the Persona cards out unless if you get them for free. But some of you aren't going to listen because there's some people out there that just don't care and they'll just buy it anyway. I'm just telling you how to save your money. They're reskins. They're not even new characters. They're just reskins. Just fucking wait until they're free or something. I don't fucking know. But yeah, like I said, comment, subscribe, stay zesty. And remember, if you want to get into content creation, it's easy. It's not easy to master. I still got a lot to go, but it's easy to do. It's better to do it and fail at it than not do it at all and never find out. Stay good, guys. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the future upholds, but just wanted to say, get into it. It took me a while to do it too, but it was a good thing. It actually gives me therapy, gets me in a better mood after I'm done, makes me happier. Because when I don't have a therapist, I come on here and bitch. Subscribe, comment. I know I said that many times, just go ahead. And if you want to leave, I didn't earn your subscription. I'm sorry. Or I'm sorry that I pissed you off. Unless if I pissed you off but you want to come back, then stay tuned. I'm going to do a lot more of that. All right, peace.